sluggish. Sling your hook, mate. The custard I bought yesterday is Sexton Blake. I was on Uncle Ted yesterday thinking over the half a monkey aspect on the custard. Welcome to Colin's Accent. Today we're going to be talking about the Cockney accent. The Cockney accent is the accent that is widely spoken in the southeast of London. But today you're going to hear the accent spoken all over London. So we're going to be talking about the Cockney accent and why it's different from the standard British pronunciation, that is the RP. The RP is the accent that is spoken in the BBC and also by the Queens. So today we're going to be talking about things that can help you to identify the Cockney accent. There are various things you have to take notes to know that, okay, yeah, this person is Cockney or she is Cockney and they are speaking with a Cockney accent. So number one is the voiceless dental fricative consonant th changes to f. So when you listen to a Cockney person talking, you're going to realize that the th changes to f in the words. For example, fins. He's trying to say fins. Think. I think. That's what you're going to hear from Cockney people. You have to be very careful because there is a word like free. So when a Cockney person is talking, what they're trying to say is number three. But what you're going to realize, he's going to say free. So you have to listen carefully to the context of the sentence to understand what the person is trying to communicate with you. Thursday. That's what you're going to hear from Cockney people, from the Cockney accent. But the standard British English is not Thursday, but Thursday. Fought. I thought you were in there. What a Cockney person is trying to say is thought. I thought. Another example is nothing. A Cockney person is going to replace the th, the th with f, consonant f, nothing. So what you're going to hear from a Cockney person is nothing, everything. Number two, the voice dental fricative consonant the changes to v in words. So when a Cockney person is talking, you're going to realize that the changes to v in words. For example, leather. What he's trying to say is leather. Okay? Brother. What he's trying to say, of course, is brother. So a Cockney person is going to replace the voice the with v. So he's going to say leather. Okay? Not leather. What about this? Mother. He's trying to say father. But what you hear is father, my father. A Cockney person doesn't say my, he will say me. He replaced my with me. We come to that. He will say me father, not my father actually. This with. But what you hear from a Cockney person is with, not with. Weather. Other. What you hear from a Cockney person is other, and so on. Number three, the consonant t is replaced with a glottal stop. What does that mean? The glottal stop. The glottal stop is a sound that has been made with your throat. Okay, so that's what you're going to hear from a Cockney person, from the Cockney accent. They're going to replace the t in words with a glottal stop. For example, water. So you're going to see this water. He's trying to say water. But what you hear from the Cockney accent is water. So they will replace the t with the glottal stop. Water. from the throat. Water, batter. It's trying to say batter, butter. But what you hear from the Cockney accent, butter, batter, not butter. Bottle, a bottle of water, a bottle of water, a bottle of water, not bottle in the RP pronunciation, that the standard British English is bottle in the Cockney accent. So you will find the T in the Cockney accent. Lighter, lighter, give me the lighter, give me the lighter. Actually, it's trying to say lighter, a lighter. Matter, matter, matter. Better, I'm better, I'm better. So what you hear from the Cockney accent is better. They replace it with a glottal stop. Better, computer, 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 computer. Later, later, later. So what the Cockney person is trying to communicate with you is later. See you later. What you hear from the Cockney accent is see you later, see you later. Competitive, 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 competitive. And also, let me just add this. Whenever the T is at the end of the word, a Cockney person will pronounce the T. For example, communicate, 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 communicate. So the T is going to be silent, and more other words. Number 4, the changes to W in words. So when you listen to a Cockney person talking, you're going to realize that the changes to W in words. For example, when a Cockney person wants to say pale, pale, which is the standard British English, he's going to take away the L, the double L's, and say W, pale, pale, pale. Built, built. What you hear from a Cockney person is built, built. There is a W there, built. What about this? Deal. When a Cockney person is speaking, you won't hear deal. The L changes to W. Deal, deal, deal. What about this? Film. The standard British English, film. A Cockney person will say film, film. Well and ill, the standard. But when you hear a Cockney person, they say well, I'm well, I'm well. Ill, the Cockney person will say ill, ill. Number 5, the H is dropped in the Cockney accent. The H is always dropped in the Cockney accent. So in Cockney accent, they don't pronounce the H in words. For example, house, house. The normal English is house, house. But a Cockney person is going to say house, house without the H. Av, av, ed, ed. Angry, angry. Air, air. Not ha, but air. Had is the right word, but a Cockney person is going to say add. I add. Hello, not hello. Hello, hello. Him, M. A Cockney person will say him, so the H won't be there. And, my and. So what you hear from the Cockney person is and, not hand, not hand. Who is the right pronunciation, is a standard pronunciation actually, but a Cockney person is going to take away the H there and say ooh, ooh. Number 6, the consonant cluster, STR, str, changes to str. So a Cockney person will use sh, not st, but st. Take for example, stream, stream. The standard pronunciation is stream, stream. But a person from the southeast of London with a Cockney accent is going to say stream, stream, street, strength, strength. Remember I said the TH, he's trying to say strength. He's trying to say strength, strength. But the TH changes to f. Remember, number one. Number 7, okay, this is stroke, stroke, strike, strike, strong. Number 7, the ing changes to in. So in Cockney accent, the G is removed from the word and it makes a consonant to this. The alveolar consonant sound. For example, talking, 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 walking, 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 reading, 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 cooking, cooking, cooking. So the is not there as in the normal RP standard British pronunciation. Number 8, the schwa is stronger in the Cockney accent. For example, so when you listen to a Cockney person talking, you're going to realize that the schwa, the ER at the end of the word, is pronounced, with a stronger accent. Faster. The normal British English is faster, faster, faster. But a Cockney person is going to emphasize more on the schwa. Faster, faster, harder, harder, teacher, teacher, daughter, daughter. But of course, they won't pronounce the T there. So what a Cockney person will say is faster, faster, harder, harder, teacher, teacher, daughter, daughter. Okay? Number 9. The vowel O becomes O. The vowel O becomes O. That's a long vowel sound. For example, talk, talk. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Not I'm talking to you. The standard British English is talking. I'm talking to you. But a Cockney person with a Cockney accent will say toe. Oh, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Walking. I was walking down the road. I was walking down the road. Poke, poke, poke. Ain't, ain't. In the Cockney accent, this represents I'm not, isn't, or aren't. So it's used for all pronouns, both the first person, second person, and third person pronoun. So ain't, I'm not coming, but a Cockney person with a Cockney accent will say ain't coming, she ain't coming, she ain't coming, she ain't coming, they ain't coming. Okay, it represents I'm not, isn't, aren't for the first person, second person, and third person pronoun. In it, it means isn't it, isn't it. It often appears at the end of a statement with a question mark expecting a reply. Someone from South London with a Cockney accent, or Southeast of London with a Cockney accent, will say in it, meaning isn't it, isn't it. Okay, you like the car, in it. Number 11, do know. Do know, it means don't know. I do know means I don't know. Now, in the Cockney accent, they kind of misuse was and where. So there's a kind of interchange between was and where. For example, I weren't even talking to ya. That's what a Cockney person would say. I weren't even talking to ya. I weren't even talking to ya. Okay? Why was you late? Why was you late? Why was you late? So grammatically, it doesn't sound correct. But that's what you're going to hear from a Cockney person. A Cockney person will not say where. Why were you late? He's going to say, why was you late? It doesn't sound correct, but how did you talk over that? We was waiting for the bus. We was waiting for the bus. We was waiting for the bus. It doesn't sound grammatically correct in the real sense, but that's what a Cockney person is going to say. We were waiting for the bus is the correct thing. We were waiting for the bus. We were waiting for the bus. You wasn't even there. He wasn't even there. That's what a Cockney person is going to say. Not you weren't even there. You weren't even there. That's the right thing to say. But a Cockney person is going to say wasn't. That's how they talk anyway. So there is always an interchange between the words and the where. Where you have words in the standard English, a Cockney person with a Cockney accent is going to say where. Where you have where in the standard English, a Cockney person is going to say was. So there's an interchange. My changes to me in the Cockney accent. Someone with a Cockney accent will not say my, but me. Example, my name is Collins. My name is Collins. My name is Collins, not my name is Collins. Me Mrs. is fit. Me Mrs. is fit. Me Mrs. in the Cockney accent means wife. Me Mrs. is fit. Fit means someone who is pretty. My wife is fit. Now, if you have passion for the Cockney accent, you want to develop your Cockney accent, you like the Cockney accent a lot, you can actually watch this. There's people here, you can listen to their audio, watch them on television, you can listen to the songs too, like Adele, Jason Statham, Amy Winehouse, Russell Brand, Michael Caine, and Barbara Windsor. So if you listen to these people, I'm very certain that they're going to help you to develop your Cockney accent. So if you like my content, if you like my video, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and also click on the subscription button below for more videos and the notification bell. I just want to thank you so much for listening to me today. I love you. See you next time. Bye.